Why didn't Wang Yue dare enter the southern Luo Tian region to hunt down Wang Lin? After Wang Lin fled into the southern Luo Tian region, Wang Yue suddenly came to a stop at the border. Seeing this, many readers may have a question. Wang Lin had taken half of Wang Yue's spine. Logically, Wang Yue should have hated him with every fiber of its being. And when it was only moments away from capturing Wang Lin, why did it suddenly abandon the pursuit? Could it be that within the Luo Tian star domain, there existed someone so terrifying that even Wang Yue feared them? The truth was that even Wang Yue itself was confused. Its decision to stop was not deliberate, it was an instinctive reaction. Deep within its ancient memories, someone had once warned it, never set foot in the southern Luo Tian region. That memory was so ancient that it had long since become vague and indistinct. Yet the overwhelming sense of danger associated with it had remained deeply imprinted in Wang Yue's instincts. Even after countless years, it continued to influence its actions. This made one thing clear. There truly was an existence in the southern Luo Tian region capable of terrifying even Wang Yue. After all, Wang Yue possessed cultivation at the peak of the second step. The only beings who could make it feel such fear were mighty cultivators of the third step. And in the southern Luo Tian region, there was indeed such a person, Lu Fuzi, the guardian of the Luo Tian star domain. Naturally, Wang Yue did not dare trespass into his territory. There was also another factor, the ancient god cauldron. The reason Wang Yue had kept Tianlang imprisoned within its body without killing him was because it had sensed the presence of the ancient god cauldron. At the time, Wang Yue was still asleep. Acting purely on instinct, it trapped both Tianlang and the ancient god cauldron inside itself, intending to deal with them after awakening. One must remember that the ancient god cauldron was an artifact forged by the peak 8-star ancient god 2C. The ancient god power contained within it was extraordinarily rich. As a parasite that lived within the body of an ancient god, Wang Yue was naturally drawn to ancient god power. The ancient god cauldron was therefore an irresistible treasure in its eyes. Since Wang Lin had escaped into the southern Luo Tian region, Wang Yue could only settle for refining the ancient god cauldron instead. However, it did not return to its original location. Instead, Wang Yue chose to remain within the territory of the 5 great main planets of the northern Luo Tian region. After swallowing the ancient god cauldron into its body, it once again entered a deep slumber. Although many cultivators discovered its existence, Wang Yue was a peak second-step creature. No one dared provoke it lightly. This was likely one of the reasons it chose that location. By stationing itself within the 5 great main planets, Wang Yue effectively served as a terrifying deterrent to every cultivator in the northern Luo Tian region. Yet there was one thing it never anticipated. Several decades later, it would once again encounter the calamity known as Wang Lin. And this time, Wang Lin would trick it so thoroughly that its fate would become miserable beyond words. At that time, Wang Lin was being relentlessly hunted by the Yao clan. Among his pursuers were numerous powerful second-step cultivators. While fleeing, Wang Lin happened to pass through the region where Wang Yue lay dormant. At that moment, a rather wicked escape plan was born. Wang Lin directly hid inside Wang Yue's body, intending to use Wang Yue as a shield against the Yao clan's attacks. Not only that, he employed a special method to awaken the sleeping beast. The moment Wang Yue awoke, it erupted into a frenzy of slaughter. Members of the Yao clan were massacred without mercy, and even cultivators from nearby star regions were caught in the devastation. In the end, Wang Lin survived precisely because Wang Yue had become his shield. What made matters even worse was that, while hiding inside Wang Yue, Wang Lin successfully refined the ancient god cauldron. Afterward, he used the cauldron's divine ability to exchange positions and instantly escaped from Wang Yue's body. Looking at the situation from this perspective, Wang Yue truly became Wang Lin's greatest savior. Yet Wang Lin repaid that favor by dragging Wang Yue into endless trouble. Because Wang Yue had slaughtered members of the Yao clan, along with countless cultivators of the northern Luo Tian region, its actions quickly attracted the attention of Shui Duozi and the Thunder Celestial Temple. Soon afterward, Lu Fuzi and several other powerful cultivators joined forces and successfully captured Wang Yue. They then transformed it into a living war weapon for the conflict against the Alliance star domain. For a very long period of time, Wang Yue lost its freedom and was forced to serve as a tool of war. Fortunately, its final fate was not a tragic one. To repay the kindness of ancient god Luo Tian, Wang Lin later helped separate Luo Tian completely from Wang Yue on the immortal firmament continent. Luo Tian was finally rescued, At the same time, Wang Yue was freed from its destiny as a parasitic creature living within another being. For the first time in its existence, it became an independent, ferocious beast, and from then on, it was able to live peacefully upon the immortal firmament continent.